Hello, Scorpio. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is a special bonus reading for you guys. It's a biggest block reading. So, what I'm going to go into is what your biggest block is, what your biggest resistance is, what's holding you back from manifesting what you want, having what you want in your life, moving forward, maybe taking action on things. What is holding you back? What is that block? Where has that block come from? How did it start in you? And how can you release it, more importantly? And so, why am I doing these? It's because, of course, you know by now, I've got a half price sale this weekend and it's on my biggest block readings. And so, if you'd like a private version of this, you can book in for one of those. I get all of my readings out within 24 hours of you booking them, including the sale items. And there's a link up there to book in for one of those. It makes them 60 Australian dollars instead of 120 Australian dollars, which is about 35, 40 American. So it's a great bargain. And it's 3 pages long. Did I say that already? I'm not sure. So let's do a general reading for you guys, Scorpio. It might resonate with you, it might not resonate with you, but let's see what your biggest block is. Ooh, this is an interesting one, Scorpio. It's interesting because, oh, yeah, maybe I have. I'm thinking that I haven't seen this in Scorpios, but maybe I have. This is about a harshness rather than warmth. It's about cold-heartedness working. Maybe this is like Scorpio, you're an emotional person. You're naturally a warm, loving person. But then you have this idea that to get respected, to get what you want in the world, to maybe influence people, you need to not be yourself. You need to not be like that. You need to not be warm. You need to be like cold-hearted, serious, unemotional, that kind of thing, to gain respect. And so instead of being your true self, which is what will actually get you respected and get you what you want in your life, you're putting this serious or cold-hearted kind of mask on. Where did this come from? I wasn't expecting that. Were you, Scorpio? So you were taught this. To get what you want, you've got to be that. You can't be yourself. Were you taught that as a kid? It's like, little Scorpio, that is never going to get you what you want. Being yourself like that. I'm feeling like that's it. That's what you were told, and you kind of believed it. To get what you want, you've got to be like that. You can't be like yourself. That might have been, I don't know. It might have been reinforced by society as well. There might have been a lot of people around you telling you that. Like me, when I was a kid, I was a daydreamer. I'm still a daydreamer, and you know what? It works for me so well. It really works for me. But I was told it wouldn't work for me at school. You won't get anywhere with that. You won't get anywhere if you're a daydreamer. They were so wrong. They were so wrong. And you know what, Scorpio? Those people that told you you'd have to be different to get what you want, they were wrong too. How can you release this, Scorpio? Have a good time and completion. So this is about letting things go, letting things be over now, and allowing yourself to have a good time. This is like, okay, just drop the seriousness now. It's not true. Just believe me that it's not true. None of that stuff is true. You need to be yourself. You can have what you want if you're yourself, Scorpio. Even more so. It's a block trying to be someone else. It's a block trying to be what you're not. It's a block trying to put a mask on and be different than you actually are. It stops manifestations from happening. It stops people from respecting you. It stops people believing in you. They know something not quite right about Scorpio. I don't know what it is. You've probably heard that. Or maybe your friends have heard that. I don't know about Scorpio. There's something not quite right. Something I don't trust about them. Why? Because there's this aspect of yourself. You're not being yourself. And nobody says that when you're fully being yourself. There's not that mistrust. Everyone believes you because you're being authentic. You're being yourself. And so drop the seriousness, just let it go now. Let it be ended. Close the door on it. and have a good time instead. That's going to really open you up. Have a good time is going to open you up to you truly being yourself. Now, this is kind of indicating that you've lost yourself a little bit, Scorpio. That it's not just about like dropping that seriousness and then suddenly you'll be yourself again. You've been doing this for such a long time that you've kind of lost track of yourself. And so having a good time is, if you make that your focus and just start doing that, having a good time, that's going to, it's like having a childhood again. It's like you've missed a childhood. You've missed that growth of having a good time, allowing yourself to have a good time. You got too serious too soon. Did everyone tell you how grown up you were and how mature you were when you were younger? And maybe in your early 20s too. You're so mature. You wanted to be around older people. You made yourself really serious. You missed out on that childhood growth of just having fun, and finding out who you are through that. You need to do that now. Relive your childhood. Do it now. Do it for yourself now. Allow yourself to do it for yourself now. Oh, I like that. I did that. It's true. I did that. I'm realizing that now with that guidance is that I did that. I had to give myself a new childhood, travel and allow myself to have fun, and do what I love too. Allowed myself to have a childhood again. You need to allow yourself to have a childhood again. Just focus on having a good time. Also to release it. Yeah, finding out what's underneath this desire to feel fulfilled by pleasing others. So what you've been trying to do, Scorpio, is change yourself so that you can get what you want from others. So change yourself so that you please others so that they'll give you what you want. Why? What's under that? Why? Why do you want to please people? Because you want to be loved. You want to be loved, Scorpio. And how can you best be loved? By being your full self, by being your true self. That's how you really get love. Because you're loving yourself for who you really are. You're not loving yourself when you're trying to change yourself. Have you ever been in a relationship where you don't really like them? You don't really love that person because you're trying to change them. Or have you been in a relationship where someone doesn't really like you? They're just trying to change you all the time, they're telling you what's wrong with you. That's not love, is it? We've experienced both sides of that. Pretty much every adult has experienced both sides of that. If we're honest with ourselves, it's not love. It's definitely not love trying to change people. And so it's not self-love either when you're trying to change yourself. It's not. I mean, there's nothing wrong with improving ourselves and wanting to grow and be the best we can be. But that's very different than trying to change yourself into someone that you're not so that you can please other people, so you can get from them what you want. It's time to change this and allow yourself to have a childhood again and just enjoy yourself. It's like reparenting. Reparenting 101, Scorpio. Make those choices. Your higher self will lead you to understanding yourself and getting back to who you truly are again through choosing just to have a good time. Not trying to please others, not trying to try and get your needs met by others, get filled by others by trying to please them. Looking outside of yourself for what it is that you want. No, look inside of yourself by having a good time, rediscovering who you really are again, getting back to that, and then everything will come to you. The abundance, the success, what you're trying to get, the love, all of that will come naturally to you when you're being your authentic self. Scorpio, wow, that's a good one. I like that one. Do you? If you do, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does it resonate with you, Scorpio? I love hearing from you. And don't forget, booking for one of those half-price readings, biggest block personal readings, and I'll do this all over again, but specifically for you. Personal readings are very different than these general ones as well. Scorpio, so have an awesome weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye.